who I am. In a nutshell, I was attacked by my ex-husband in Thetford one night, June 10th, 2007, so we're coming up on the 4-year anniversary. And it's now that the 4 years is coming that I must say this is the first year where I haven't done a little bit of a mess about the anniversary date. This is the first year that I have been able to really come through a lot of my challenges since I was injured. The first 3 years, it is true, the pain is unbelievable. And I don't believe there's any words to really describe it, so people who haven't experienced it can really feel it. It is as bad as people say. That is true. Because I was doused with the chemical lye, and it got into my eyes, I was completely blind for the first 2 years. I had a synthetic cornea put in my left eye a year after my injury in the summer of 2008. But it wasn't very feasible. After they opened my eye, I could only see hand movement. I couldn't see much. So my biggest challenge the first few years was my blindness. I couldn't see, so I didn't even see what I looked like for 2 years. So that really, it didn't bother me as much as it might have, because I wasn't dealing with it, because I was only dealing with the fact that I couldn't see. My losses were tremendous. When I look back, I know I pretty much lost everything except my family. Everything except exactly what I needed to survive, and that was my family. I lost my career. I was a registered nurse. I worked at Hitchcock in the old Hitchcock in Hanover when I first started back in the late 80s. And became a registered nurse, and went out to Los Angeles in 1996 when my sister was out there. I had 2 little girls. I'd gotten divorced. So I went and I worked at UCLA, and I was a little country girl from Vermont, living in the big city and really experiencing a lot. And I had a very unbelievable career at UCLA, taking care of all kinds of patients that I would have never seen here. So I got remarried. And was really doing well, and came back and was doing well, and then when everything fell apart, it fell fast and it fell heavy. And in the end, when all the rubble settled, I had my family. I no longer had my career. I didn't have my eyesight. I didn't have my looks. I was losing my finances quickly, and I had to cope with all of that. And to tell you the truth, the one thing that helped me the most was George coming to my house in 2009 and sitting and talking to me, and had mentioned the word forgiveness and how important it was to forgive in these kind of situations. I sat like this, very closed. Yeah, George, like you know. Just wasn't disrespectful, but didn't believe him. And he's planted a seed that I needed to take care of, although I didn't know it that day. And last summer, I came to such a low point in the fact that I didn't know what to do or where to go or how to deal with myself. And I started listening to some inspirational books, and the word forgiveness came up. And I remembered George telling me that a year and a half before. And I thought, well, can this help me? And it's changed my life. And I didn't do anything. I just contemplated, can this help me feel better? And something happened, and I forgave. And it was something that has left me so much freedom that I'm able to stand up here today. If I hadn't forgiven, I wouldn't have been able to do it, and I wanted to do it. I wanted to share my story because of not just their people that are in horrific injuries, not just their people, that are attacked or domestic violence. I wanted to help anybody and everybody that had felt as bad as I had felt, which I know we all do. We go through depressions, we have hard times, and the one thing we do is we compare our lives to others. Well, my life hasn't been that bad. I really don't have anything to complain about. Yes, you do. You can't compare lives. If you're feeling that bad, you're feeling that bad. And I felt that bad. I know I have. So I wanted to come out and speak to all different kinds of groups, to anybody that would listen to me, and anyone who could take even a little piece of what I said that could help them, then I did my job today. And that's how I feel. And I know being able to forgive and just talking to myself about forgiveness and about my ex-husband and facing what our relationship was. And it was a good relationship many years. We had good times. He was not abusive. And knowing all that I know about him and our relationship, nothing like this was supposed to happen. So I know because it did happen, there was something big for me to do. And that's what I'm trying to do now. And I can't tell you other than the support of my family, the support of my community, people like you that have done all that you've done. And even it was just a prayer, a thought of Carmen, all of that came back to me. All of that helped me. And I know the reason I've done as well as I've done, and I'm as strong as I am, because I've had so many good people in my family, my friends, and my community, and even in the state of Vermont. I've heard from all over the state, and I can't tell you that this is the best place to live. It is the best place to be, and it certainly has been for me. So I would like to always let you people know how much I appreciate all that you have done from the time you heard about me, and that people still continue to think of me often. And I feel it and I know it, and that does give me strength. So I am still facing challenges, as you can imagine. I do see, I had some good eyesight in my right eye after I had surgery there, a synthetic cornea, and I had great surgery, and we actually thought I would not be legally blind in that eye. That was my strong eye. And unfortunately, in 6 weeks, I went completely blind in my good eye, in my right eye, at a complication of the surgery. So then that was a difficult blow for me. That was hard for me. I had to accept it. I did, that it wasn't easy. And after I was able to accept the blindness, I was able to accept all the other factors. I'm still challenged by my blindness, although I don't see it as much of a challenge for me on a daily level, although it does prevent me from being employed. So I have those kind of challenges. I still have quite a bit of discomfort that I am able to do karate. I do that twice a week, and that really helps stretch out my body, and I enjoy doing that. So my challenges continue, but they certainly are a lot less. My spirit is 100-fold what it was even a year ago, and I'm on a whole different path now, and I have been out talking, and I get asked to talk at a lot of the churches, all different dimensions of church. They like to hear how I forgave and the story of that in more detail, so I go out and I talk about that. I've been to the Lions Club. The Lions Club does a lot for blindness, so I'm actually going to another one of their meetings in Canaan tomorrow night, Canaan, New Hampshire. So I've been getting out and speaking, and I have a big benefit coming up on August 3rd in Randolph, their Safe Line, which is one of the domestic violence organizations in Orange County. So I'm going to do a big benefit for them in August. So I still am not able to physically go out and do things normally. I don't have the energy, so I'm limited in those kinds of ways. But I want you to know that I am doing very well, and all of you have a hand in how well I'm doing. So I appreciate this opportunity to talk to you guys and let you know how I'm doing, and how much I appreciate all the support you've given me over these last 4 years. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks.